Grand Rising Buddha 2486. How are you? Grand Rising. Beautiful Monday. Hope you had an amazing weekend. I got lots of stuff to talk about today. Lots of good information coming in. Some disclosure. Only one day off? Oh, okay. Once I get 3 pillars in here, we're going to get started with, this is called, and Spirit guided me to this morning, it's called the Golden Angelic Ray, a Laren Healing Activation, Sacred Choir, and Divine Light. And it is a little video. I love the little music videos. So we watch with our eyes and we take it in, and then we listen with our ears also. With the ears, because we have the ears to hear. Hello, Wellness Blessin'. Welcome in. This is the Butterfly Sanctuary. And if you're called in here, you're meant to be here. So we're getting a lot of new people in here. Hey, Bead Baddie. I love beads too. I love creating with beads. It's one of my favorite things to do. Necklaces and earrings and bracelets. Fun stuff. Love of the Law. Welcome in. If you were brought in here today, there is a reason for it. We are waiting for 3 pillars to join. Pillars of the community are those on the butterfly. You know who you are? Hey, there's one. There's Sharon. Hello, beautiful angel. It's weird. I haven't seen any pillars this morning. Sharon, you're my first pillar. Grand Rising. 3 minutes in. We are 3 minutes into class, and I have 1 pillar in here. I know. Weirdness. It's okay. I know they'll be here. If this is a play on a silver screen, that's what's playing in my head. Oracle Nomad music. Yes, Sharon, they're probably hiding me again. They are probably hiding me again from my pillars. But that is not a possibility, because I am calling. Oh, good. Oh, Buddha's in here too. He's a pillar also. So we have Sharon and Buddha. We're waiting for 1 more pillar, and then I will get started. Yep. Yes, you are. You're on our butterfly, aren't you? You're on the butterfly. The butterfly right there, you're on there. Anyone that's on the butterfly is a pillar of the community. That means even when you're not here, your energy is always in this room because you are on the butterfly. Hello, Estrella. Welcome in. They hide me a lot, Sharon. They sure do. Because I tell truth. I tell truth, and I do not gatekeep information for your ascension. All right, guys, we're going to get started. I know more people will be joining. Sending out the call to all butterflies. Class is in session. Okay, the Golden Angelic Ray, Illyrian Healing Activation, Sacred Choir, and Divine Light. Here it is. There's Val. There's another pillar. Hi, beautiful. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, darling. Yeah, I know TikTok hides this.
From the gateway of the stars above.
Ooh, that was beautiful.
Streams a river of eternal love.
There's Tina.
Golden light begins to fall.
Hello. Hi, beautiful angel. Here we go. There's Brandy. Hi, Brandy. Hi, beautiful. Thank you, Sharon, so much, darling.
Most beautiful healing sound.
Oh, I love this.
Compassion rising like the dawn. New age breaking.
Brings tears to my eyes. Hi, child of God. Hi, beautiful angel. Grand rising to you.
Moving through you now. Heaven's gift, a sacred vow. Rising through the heart. Light and love will never part. The Lyran gateway opens wide. Golden rivers pour inside. Brighter, feel it grow. Let the whole world feel.
Here's Myra. Hi, beautiful angel. Ooh, this is powerful.
Shining bright and clear. Healing light pours down from heaven's door. Feel it in your soul.
Hello, beautiful.
Making broken whole.
Wow.
Angelic ray forevermore. Sing it to the sky. Let your spirit fly.
I'll be putting this on our Discord also. We are here to bring the light. Absolutely.
A gift of grace sent down from high above.
Today's portal day too, guys. Oh, I know. Me too, Val. Me too, darling. I got tears in my eyes watching this.
Mental, spiritual, body, heart, healing every single broken part. It was known in Atlantis long ago. Now return to help the earth to grow. Every
Mayflower power. Hi, beautiful.
Through the grid, love for all the earth. Just as it did. Feeling moving
we are
through
one.
The earth. Ancient healing given new birth. Rising through the ground. Sacred golden healing sound. Light grid drinks it in below. Every footstep feeds the glow. Brighter, heaven sings. See the gold on everything. The golden ray is here. Shining bright and clear.
I know, it is us. Isn't that beautiful? It's the golden light, guys. That's what we talk about every day. Hey, Violet. Hi, beautiful.
Sing it to the sky. Let your spirit fly. Radiant as the sun, we're born of love. Golden light descends where all healing begins. A gift of grace and down
Grand rising.
from high above. Cast your eyes up to the sky. See the golden light breaking through. It was always there.
That's what we look like to them. They just said that. That's what we look like to them when we hold our golden pillars.
From the iron stars it travels, every mystery unravels. Feel the compassion, feel the truth. Ancient healing, living proof. We are light, we are light, we are love, we are love. We are golden from above. Rise up now, let it in. Let the healing now begin.
Woo! This is powerful.
The golden ray is here, shining bright and clear. Oh, healing light pours down from heaven's door. Oh, feel it in your soul, feel it in your soul. The golden angelic ray forevermore. Sing it to the sky, oh, let your spirit fly. Radiant as the sun, but born of love. Golden light descends where all healing begins.
That's Metatron's cube, by the way. And he's one of the Ascended Masters that came in today. So we got a message from him. Ooh, that was beautiful.
Fill this space. The golden ray shines on. The golden ray shines on.
Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, that was amazing. I got tears in my eyes from that one. So beautiful. Break Even. Break Even is the first song that we're listening to from our Ascension music. Okay. We got so much. I hope you all had a beautiful weekend. Nice. Got you a little bit of rest this weekend. Right. Woo! Okay. Oh, let me just put that down. That's fine. All right. Today is my twin's birthday, my youngest baby's birthday. And they are 30. They are 30 today. We got a portal to go through today. So let's go ahead and get started on our cards. Oh, thanks, guys. All right. Chakra wisdom. Chakra wisdom. The heart chakra. Aw, thanks, guys. Thank you. Oh, wow. It's starting storming there. Wow. Bring in that rain, Val. Bring in that rain. Acceptance of self. The heart chakra. It's time to rejuvenate myself by giving myself love. I accept myself the way I am. And I remind myself that I cannot feel any better about life than how I feel about myself. I will not wait a moment longer to accept myself. Turn that down just a little bit. Okay. I honor what my body is asking for, and if I am unsure, I will ask myself, what can I do to be healthier and more balanced than I am now? I dwell upon all that is right in my life, not what is wrong, and I have gratitude. I accept my life as it is now, and I move forwards from here. Yes, we are moving forward. We are absolutely moving forward. Forward in our ascension. Forward in ascending our consciousness. We learn new things every day. Every day. We are all students and we are all teachers. Both. both. Hey, Jordan. Hi, beautiful. I see you. Balance. These are our healing energy. Balance. I find a balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. Yes. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. Yes. Oh yeah, I got strawberries and butterflies today. I did them yet last night. Joy, like a child, I discover joy in the simplicity of life. Thank you. Happiness lies in magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of life. Wow, Myra, thank you. Thank you for joining the fan club. And the path to light. I make the conscious choice to move toward the light one step at a time. I transform my weaknesses into strengths by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles. That's funny, Val. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. Yeah. We do that. Your nonsense makes sense. Your nonsense makes sense. Oh, I am what I am. And it is neither. I am everything and nothing at the same time. That is what keeps me balanced. Here is our work your light. Our work your light says get grounded. Get grounded. Go outside, hug the trees, drink the moon water. Drink the moon water. Walk in the rain. Walk in the rain. Right? Dance in the rain. Oh, I love you too. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Yes. Yay, flower power. Yay, darling. Yes. Hi, Terry. Hi, beautiful angel. Just say yes. If there's a question you've been asking yourself and you resonate with it, just say yes. Just say yes. And unbound, release soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Cut them. Do it in your imagination, cutting all the cords that no longer serve you. Yes. Yes, you all are my soul family too. All of you. There's 11 in here. That's the angelic number. 11. That is an angelic number. Here is our starseed oracle. Our starseed oracle, because we're all starseeds. Trust the timing. Trust the wave that you came in on. Time is not running out. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. They're little strawberries. And I got a butterfly on that one. Yeah. They're gel. I've been getting back into my gel nails. They last a little longer before they get all yucky. You're not alone. Oh, yes. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. None of us are alone. When we know we're not alone, we're not alone. We all have a big old team of beautiful beings. Star Keeper, cosmic ancestor, see the light by staying grounded, holding that golden pillar. That pillar that you saw in the video this morning, yeah, hold that light. Because that's what we look like to them, to our galactic family, to the ascended masters that are around us. That's what we look like to them. All right. This is our spirit junkie says, I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. Yes. Yes. That is ascending consciousness by seeing the bigger picture. By seeing the bigger picture. That is how we raise our consciousness. Here's our crystal for the day. Our crystal. Yes, flower power, because they're there. They're really there. Angel, look at that. Look at that. Angel light. Spiritual religious community. Spiritual community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. Yes, we are one Christ conscious collective. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful, flower power. You are a pillar of this community. And Jules, hi Jules, hi beautiful. So many pillars in here right now. And I love it. I love it. Now we are freeze playing. Now we are free. Here's our animal for the day. Our animal is Lynx, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Ha ha ha. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Yes. Keeper of secrets. Be a keeper of secrets, is what I'm hearing. Be a keeper of secrets. Don't spread rumors. Although there is a difference between rumors and truth, right? Learn to use your discernment when you hear something or see something. And always, always look at the bigger picture of it, because it might look like it's low frequency, where in effect, it is really high frequency and doing its job. Whatever it be, information, action, whatever it may be, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So whatever you're seeing, it's helping you become who you are at a higher, at a soul level, at a higher frequency. Yes. Here is our for the love of dragons, because our dragons help us on this journey also. I was at karaoke the other night and I was telling my blind friend, Cody, he's blind, been blind since birth, I believe. And this man sings like a bird. He sings so awesome. And he's such a sweet soul, funny, and just precious. And I was telling him that he had a dragon guide. And he wants me to introduce him to his dragon guide. So I'm going to be doing that. Yes. And yeah, he's just an amazing soul. As above, so below. We hold the keys to both. Our dragon selves hold the keys to both. Our fire walkers, our fire keepers hold the keys to both. But which keys we turn determine our reality. If you're turning 3D keys, you're going to have a 3D reality. If you're turning 5D keys, you're going to have a 5D reality and higher. That's where we are at now in this evolution. Some people are still turning those 3D keys, right? Look at that. The Crystal Garden is the card today. The Crystal Garden, card 14. The Crystal Garden. How many people have been having thoughts or dreams or stuff about a crystal city? I have definitely. I remember, I have memories of the crystal city of Lumeria, and the crystal cities in Telos. The signs playing. The sign. Hi, Mama Yaya. Hi, beautiful. There's another pillar of our community. Yes. Crystals contain the wisdom of the earth. Some believe that dragons, too, were made from the molten center of the earth, and therefore, like crystals, contain an ancient wisdom. Now is the time to draw on the earth's grounding and deep intelligence. Whether you consult your crystals, walk amongst the rock beds, or lay down with your spine stretched across the earth, seek the counsel of the earth. Listen to her stories and her messages. There is a voice and a vibration inside the rocks, which will help ground you deep into the molten center of your own core. Oh, yes. My love to you too, Mama Yaya. Yes. All right. Here is our awakened dreamer. Our awakened dreamer. Be woke. View your life through the eyes of the divine and behold all the love, beauty, health, wealth, and soul-fulfilling consciousness this world has ever known. You have what it takes to be truly woke, wonder-filled, open-hearted, kind, and enlightened. Yes, that's what that is. Wonder-filled, wonder-filled. Here is our butterfly for the day. Our butterfly says, everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay no matter what. I found out yesterday that my dad took a fall and went into the hospital. My sister called me. And to be totally honest, I honestly knew it was going to happen because the man didn't listen to me. He decided to continue to take the poison, and you guys know what I'm talking about. And I told him it was going to shorten his life, but he didn't listen. So that I'm dealing with that too now. I'm dealing with that. Everything's going to be okay. That's right. Everything is going to be okay. Every choice you make creates your reality, right? And if our relatives are going to act that way and not listen to us, there's nothing that we can do about the choices that they make. But I'm sorry, I guess. No, I'm not sorry. I apologize that he is in this situation, but he created the situation, right? He created the situation. So whatever happens, happens. I can't control that. And I'm certainly not going to let it get my frequency down because I already gave that energy way back when he wouldn't listen and kept taking and taking them and taking them. Right? I thought he was a smart man. Turns out he's not so smart. Here is our Ascended Master, the one that leads us out today. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. Om Tare Tutare Soha. Exactly. I am witnessing. I am being a witness. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. Green Tara. Supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. As I'm talking about this cord that I'm cutting, literally, I'm cutting. Move beyond limitation and trust. I trust God. I trust God's going to do the right thing no matter what it is. If it's his turn to exit, it's his turn to exit. There's nothing I can do about it. He made those choices. Nothing I can do about it. All right, guys, we're going to... Oh, right, maybe my grandson's here. We're going to do our portal for the day. Our portal for the day. But before we do that, I'm going to say our mantra. This gets us through our week. So we call forth from within the light of source. Thank you for standing at the forefront of our hearts and minds. Thank you for activating the ancient wisdom of our souls. We welcome in the support of heaven, earth, the stars, light beings, and beyond. And we choose to anchor the energy of remembrance in unity, peace, love, and wholeness through the Great Pyramids, bringing our energy and service to the earth and to the light for the wholeness of all life everywhere, to support all in remembering the truth of who and what we are. Yes. All right. And here is the portal that we're going through today. Look at that. Venusian Galactic Council, Star Being Guides, answer the call. Time to shine. Time to shine. The Venusian Galactic Council. What are they going to tell us today, I wonder? The Venusians are advanced cosmic beings similar to angels who come from the planet Venus. Hi, Missy Marie. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Toss. Hi, Dolly. Good to see you. They are our starry ancestors, and they are dedicated to helping us experience and embody divine love. There are millions of them, and many of us will have them working with us as guides. And if you feel drawn to this information or strongly connected to the stars or star people, there's a good chance that there are many extraterrestrial beings around you. Yes, at this time. Many of whom will be connected to the Venusian Galactic Council, governed by Lady Venus and Sanat Kamara. The Venusian Galactic Council is a divine board of directors who are responsible for recruiting light workers and leaders on Earth who have the potential to make a huge difference by following the call of their soul. When they come to us, it's an honor and an opportunity to be reminded of a connection that was active before we came into this incarnation. There's no set way of working with the Venusians, but they will contact us in dreams or meditation to share information that will support us on our journey. They often send spiritual downloads in thought forms or understandings. Dreams about flying or being in space are other ways in which they will come through to us. Yes. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Christina. On a bright, starry night, stay. Venusian Galactic Council, thank you for helping me answer the call of my soul. Your message, this is a call to action. You are being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. You have a reason for being here. And you have the potential to inspire, support, and heal your corner of the world. Don't let this information scare you or overwhelm you. For you are being prepared energetically to step into this role. Recently are divine downloads, but you aren't being called to make dramatic changes to your life. Simply to move forward step by step. The Venusian Galactic Council will reveal more information to support you. Be aware of downloads of information and spiritual signs, for they are confirmation that you are on the right path. Yes. Yeah, I believe that, Flower Power. I do believe that. They hide a lot from the general public, but they can't hide from us. They can't hide the truth from us because we see right through their lies. We see right through their lies. Yes. All right. We've got some more ascended masters coming through, and I'm going to talk to you about them and the messages that they have for us today. Yes. All right. Let me go ahead and move that over. So there we go. Perfect. Okay. So let's see here. The Ascended Masters coming through. Of course, we have Michael, protection, Gabriel, communication, and Metatron. We also saw Metatron's cube in the video that I played today. Right. And it was the Golden Angelic Ray. And that will be on our Discord if anyone missed it, or it will also be on YouTube right after class. I let them just go right through onto YouTube. I don't even have to take the 2 hours anymore to download it. All right. The archangels observe that the Butterfly Collective is currently in the chrysalis phase, a period where old structures are liquefying to make room for new blueprints. The message: do not mistake the dissolution of your current form for the end of your existence. This is huge, guys. So many people get it wrong as far as this goes. Ascension is not about leaving. It's not about exiting the planet. It is about your consciousness and how you look at things. Because how you look at things is what is creating your reality. The structural breakdown of the old self is a biological and spiritual necessity. We are currently reinforcing the imaginal cells within your collective. Those individuals and ideas that hold the vision of the future, even while the present seems chaotic. Actionable guidance. Practice radical discernment. Protect your energy during this liquid state. The chrysalis is opaque for a reason. Not every external influence deserves access to your transformation. Hi, beautiful Teresa. Always divine time, darling. Always divine time. You are loved. The Ascended Masters, the mystery, the mastery of the wind. Channeling the wisdom of those who have walked the path of transformation. Saint Germain, Serapis Bey, and Lady Nada. Yes. The masters speak to the transmutation of lead into light. Yes. They emphasize, oh goodness, light is gold. Gold is light. Transmutation of lead into gold or light. Right. They emphasize that the butterfly does not just fly. It navigates the invisible currents of the air. Yes. And oh my goodness, I just looked up. It's been highly energetic this morning. So I need to plug in my phone. Okay. Wow. All right. Stay there. Don't move. Okay. I was talking to my phone, by the way. The message, guys, the burden of the crawl is over. Many in the collective are still trying to move as if they have many legs on the ground. You must now learn to trust the void. Navigation in the new era is not based on maps, but on vibration. If the frequency feels heavy, change your elevation. The alchemy of the collective. Hi, Tammy Lou, I see you. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Jill. Hi, darling. Release the shock. Let go of the patterns that serve the caterpillar. Survival, consumption, and hoarding. Let go of those, all of those. Wait for the dry. After emergence, there is a period of stillness where wings must harden. Do not rush into action immediately upon transformation. Absolutely right. And then we have the high councils, galactic governance and cohesion, channeling the council of light and the solar elders. The councils focus on the collective aspect of your invocation. A single butterfly is a marvel. A collective is a kaleidoscope. Ah, yes. A collective is a kaleidoscope. Beautiful. So the gathering harmonizes the pulse, syncing individual intentions into a unified field. The migration is following the magnetic north, syncing individual intentions into a unified field. Aligning the collective with universal laws rather than local politics. And the pollination spread the frequency, ensuring that every interaction leaves a seed of higher consciousness. Yes. Hi, Tammy B. Hi, beautiful. The message, individual sovereignty, is a prerequisite for collective power. We are moving the collective away from groupthink and toward unity consciousness. That's one of our words, guys, right? In the Pearl. Unity. You do not lose yourself. You find where your specific color fits into the larger pattern. Yes, it's a puzzle, and each one of us is a piece of that puzzle. Each one of us is a key. From the perspective of the record, the Butterfly Collective is a biological distributed ledger. Each member carries a piece of the code. Yeah. Synchronicity as data. Pay attention to repeating patterns. 11:11. What do we do at 11:11? We listen to the song. The songs. We're listening to the Song of Aurora right now. 222, or specific animal encounters. Specific animal encounters. Think of all the animal encounters that Earth Angel Amy Lynn has had lately with birds and butterflies and dragonflies. I've had animal encounters with squirrels. Yes. These are not coincidences. They are pings from the network confirming you are on the right node. Yes. The butterfly effect. In this high frequency state, your smallest thought has a magnified impact. One flap of a wing in the spiritual realm causes a hurricane of change in the material realm. Wow. Maintain high quality input, thoughts, food, and media. This is what we're feeding our souls with. Next steps for our collective to fully anchor these messages. We are going to use rites of integration. Silence the external. Spend or choose to or try to. No, don't try it. Do it. Right? Spirit, come right in. Don't tell them to try anything. You're not trying anything. You're doing it. There is no more trying. We are past the days of trying things. We are doing them. We are walking into our authentic selves. So spend 20 minutes daily in the chrysalis, total silence, to allow the imaginal selves to communicate. When you sit in silence, you hear like someone off of earth hears when you sit in silence. And write down your thoughts as you sit in silence. What are you thinking about when you sit in silence? Record the downloads. Keep a physical log. Oh my goodness, I just said that. The flame remembers, but the human mind often forgets the subtleties of the transmission once the sun rises. When we sit in silence is when we get the messages. This is truth. This is truth. Community refinement. Discuss these themes with your collective. Where do visions overlap? That overlap is your command center. Yes. Your silence is so happy today. That's good. That's amazing. Metamorphosis is mandatory. Resistance causes friction, and surrender causes flight. The kaleidoscope effect. Your strength lies in your varied colors, working in unison. And it's okay to feel unformed right now. You are being rewritten from the inside out. We are all being reborn into our higher selves. Oh my goodness, yes. We do have some specific messages for certain collectives. If you resonate with a collective, then you are part of that collective. Each member of our collective generally falls into one of 4 functional archetypes. This is the message for the imaginal selves, the visionaries. Are you a visionary? These are the individuals who hold the blueprint of the butterfly while the rest of the body is still in a state of liquid chaos. Hi, paradise. Hi, beautiful. The transmission, you are not losing your mind. You are losing your map. Your primary struggle is the feeling of isolation, the sense that you see a sky that others do not yet believe in. Wow, that is deja vu. I'm sitting here in deja vu right now. The specific guidance, stop seeking validations from those still in caterpillar stage. They cannot see the wings that you are growing internally. That's wow. Your task, hold the frequency of the finished result. When the collective feels fear during the dissolution, your steady heartbeat is the anchor that prevents the process from turning into a trauma. The affirmation, I am the architect of the invisible. I am the architect of the invisible. I am the architect of the invisible. Oracle Nomads playing Why I Came Here. Why I Came Here. The message for the weavers. Remember, I'm speaking to certain collectives inside of our collective. These are the community anchors, and some of you will carry more than one of these frequencies. It's called the double mission. We get that card very often in here. The community anchors, these are the individuals responsible for the structural integrity of the chrysalis, the ones who manage the silk and the connections. The transmission, you are carrying too much of the collective weight in your own nervous system. You cannot hold the space for others if your own thread is frayed. The specific guidance, practice sacred selfishness. Sacred selfishness. You must decouple your well-being from the emotional fluctuations of the group. Your task: facilitate the connections, but do not become the bridge. Let the members walk on the bridge of the teachings, not the bridge of your energy. Yes. The affirmation: I am a conduit, not a container. I am a conduit, not a container. I am a conduit, not a container. The message for the dissolvers, the shadow workers. These are the members whose job it is to break down the old structures, traumas, and heavy DNA of the past. The transmission: the acid that you use to break down the old is not meant to consume you. Do not identify with the debris you are clearing. Wow. Wow. I know of a couple of people that need to hear that. Do not identify with the debris that you are clearing. Yes. Remember, if you resonate with these messages, this is it's just like your codon. All of our codons are different, right? We all carry different energies in our codons, a different frequency. But it takes all of us as a whole to do it. And how did you love? How did you love is going to be the only thing when we do exit this planet that we are asked. And we ask ourselves. We are not judged by any being. I truly believe this. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. The specific guidance for the shadow workers: release the grief. You may feel an intense sadness for the old life, and this is the biological release of the caterpillar's form. Let it pass through you like water. Your task: honor the past by allowing it to become the fuel, the liquid for the future. Nothing is wasted, but nothing can be kept in its old shape. The affirmation: I release with grace to make room for glory. I release with grace to make room for glory. I release with grace to make room for glory. Yes. The message for the emergents, the early fighters, those who have already begun to crack the shell and are feeling the first shocks of the new air. The transmission: vulnerability is your greatest strength. The wetness on your wings is not a weakness. It is the lubricant of grace. Do not try to fly before your wings have set in the light of the sun. The specific guidance: patience. Oh my goodness. Patience is the final test. Whoa, this is deja vu. I was just talking about patience this morning in dance class. Someone was getting impatient, and I said, patience is a virtue. Right? And I told Oracle Nomad, I said, you need to write a song about patience. I'm sure some of his songs already have patience in them, because it is. Patience is a virtue. Be patient. After the struggle of the exit, there is a period of the great stillness. If you rush, you risk damaging your capacity for long distance migration. Your task: demonstrate the possibility. Simply by being in your new form, you provide the proof of the rest of the collective. You provide the proof the rest of the collective needs to continue their own dissolution. The affirmation: I trust the wind I cannot see. I trust the wind I cannot see. Sounds like faith. I trust the wind I cannot see. Faith of a mustard seed, right? Universal commands for all members, regardless of their archetype. The Council of Light issues these 3 protocol upgrades for every individual member. For everyone. Hi, Mark, Michelle. Hi, beautifuls. It's good to see you here. So hydration and light. Increase water intake and sunlight exposure. Purpose, to conduct the higher electrical frequency of the butterfly DNA. The butterfly DNA, guys. Yes. Rainbow. Have you ever listened to the words of this song? Got kaleidoscopes in my hairdo. Verbal fasting. Speak 30% less. Listen 30% more to the inner tone. To prevent leaking energy through unnecessary explanation. Are we still doing that? Are we still explaining ourselves? You know, there's a saying, you can explain yourself till you're blue in the face. And sometimes people are just not going to get it because they're not meant to. Basically asking you to cut back your energy a little bit. And the joy requirement. Find one useless act of beauty daily. Find one useless act of beauty daily. To calibrate the heart field to the frequency of the new earth. What would be a useless act of beauty? I don't know. The Chronicle's final note for the individuals. The archive shows that the greatest danger, this is a big one, guys. This is huge. The archive shows that the greatest danger to the individual member is the comparison trap. The comparison trap. A butterfly does not envy the wings of the one next to it. It understands that the pattern on its own wings is a unique mathematical frequency required for the balance of the whole. That is powerful. Member of the collective, your specific pattern is a key. If you try to change your pattern to look like another, the lock of the future will not turn. If it resonates, take it. Okay. Identify your role. Know if you are a visionary, a weaver, a dissolver, or an emergent. Trust the dissolution. The messy middle is where the miracles happen. And individual coding. Your unique vibration is the only contribution the collective truly needs. All of us are unique. All of us do it different. But we all do it our own way. Okay. We are moving from the language of the hearth to the language of the helix. You seek the light code sequences, the biological and etheric triggers that initiate the folding and unfolding of the collective's wings. The butterfly knows that DNA is merely a physical antenna for the universal instruction set. All right. You know your codons, and now you know your types. And there's a couple more too. Okay. We have about 10 more minutes, and I did have one more message. The Holy Grail, Yeshua, the Holy Grail, the end of the search. This is a channeled message from Jean J. Castle. I bring in a few of his different channels. Hi, BX. Hi, beautiful angel. You blessed ones who walk through time and enrich the universe, enriching it and filling it with your love. You who have accepted earthly conditions, life after life, worn your karmic cloaks, and tried to transform inert energies into light. So your loved ones, you who seek that you may find, you who truly contribute something unique to the growth of creation, for your experiences are recorded in eternity. Nothing is lost. Nothing remains hidden. It's all recorded in the Akashic records. Every experience, every thought is there in the Akashic records. Today, I announce to you, your service on earth is complete, your service of love is fulfilled, and a global wake-up call has been issued to all people who wish to return home to their dwellings in heaven. And today, the search of the outside is over, finished, and done with. Once again, you direct your undivided attention to your heart, in which all knowledge, all being, all life, and all the love that you are resides. And there, my beloved, there you will find it. Heaven is inside of you. Heaven is the temple inside of you. So go back to the temple inside of you. That's what it's saying. Go back to heart living. Go back to living from your heart. There we go. Once again, you direct your undivided attention to your heart, in which all knowledge, all being, all life, and all the love that you are resides. And there, my beloved, there you will find it. There awaits the chalice of life, the Holy Grail, because you are the Holy Grails. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Thank you for Louis the Cardinal. Teresa, that was so cute. Of all life to be received by you. There, everything is ready for you. The vessel of life, the chalice of love, and with the radiance of your infinite soul. The search outside is therefore over. And as so often happens, the narratives and stories surrounding the Holy Grail reveal a profound symbolism, a deep truth which is being deciphered here and now. You are the Holy Grail. The angelic humans on this planet are the Holy Grails. I've known this for years. And you know what? Forest Fairy knows it too. And she shows us day in and day out about the Holy Grails. Many times a grail will come up in her readings. It came up in my very original reading, the Holy Grail. Because we are. It was never hidden. It's always been here. It was us. Yeah. The holy chalice, the vessel of love, you were and are this vessel, bringing forth pure light and all-encompassing love. Therefore, end your search for a holy grail by looking for a chalice hidden or buried, in which you suspect the blood from my side is located. Blood from a crucifixion that, as you already know, the crucifixion didn't take place, is what they're saying. Jesus biography part 1. We'll have to get into that and figure that out. Because in the Urantia book, he was crucified. Well, but he didn't die from the crucifixion, remember? He got down off the cross. Well, I mean, he woke up. He used to practice yoga. He practiced this breathing technique that could slow his heart so much and his breathing so much that he looked to be unalived, but he wasn't. I truly believe that That's how I know about the Magdalene line, because there wouldn't have been a Magdalene line if he perished on the cross. I don't think he did. Maybe that is the sign of the cross, is to remind us that he didn't perish from that cross. He got up after they put him in the cave. He woke up. So this chalice that people are looking for the Holy Grail, you're not going to find it because it simply does not exist. It does not exist in the physical realm, for it is ethereal in nature. It is given from the etheric realm to every consciousness that chooses to become human, and is bestowed upon it for life on earth. Yes, this is the basic equipment for every human being who has decided to undertake this great service on earth. Every human being, without exception, every human consciousness carries within them this vessel of eternal creative power, unconditional love, and oneness, created in the etheric realm of your hearts. Wow, yeah. The Holy Grail, all the stories, narratives, and myths, all the mystery of this reality at work within you, this love that shines through you, all this history was a clue to who you are, a sign from God to remind you of your divine lineage, the light to illuminate your darkness so that in due time you may recognize your omnipotence and beauty, your divinity, and your essence of pure love. But the search outside is over. No more daring adventures are needed, and no new misfortune will occur on the path that promised the attainment of the Holy Grail. The time of this desperate quest is finally over. Now you will find, now you shall find, now you have found it. This sacred vessel, so familiar to you, contains the essence of the Creator, the love from being, from the origin of all life, from which you all came, equipped with individual tasks to contribute to the expansion of the universe. What we just talked about. Yes, this polished chalice of love is you beloved gods of light. So begin with the clearing work. Start by uncovering this container so you can access it again. We've already done that. Begin with the complete healing of your being. Free yourselves from thoughts that harm you. Free yourselves from thoughtless words and from the actions that follow those words. Become clear and enlightened. Become the light that you are. Understand who you are. Please understand this and act accordingly. Start now. Every thought, every word, every action, right, creates your reality. Divine is playing by Oracle Nomad. Do not be afraid. Once you realize who you are, every search ends, for then you will have truly found, truly seen, truly experienced. Then you have gained knowledge of your origins, because you are the Holy Grail, perfect and complete, female and male, top and bottom. Then your purpose will be fulfilled. Please begin now to clarify your heart so that you can look into your nature and your essence. The Grail lives within you, and this vessel is holy because you are holy. The time of wandering is over, for truly the time of comprehensive understanding of your being has dawned, finally and irrevocably. I am Yeshua, the guardian of Mother Earth and the protector of humanity, now awakening. Truly, I say to you, you will find it. You will find your Holy Grail. And that was a channeled message, guys. Okay? I am just a messenger. As Oracle Nomad says, it's all about unity. It's all about unity. No difference between you and me. It's all about unity. All right. We have 1 minute till snaps. I mean, divine timing or what? Divine timing before we do our grid work. Thanks, Teresa. There. Whew. We got our grid work, and then we're going to get into the conversations. Conversations with God. All right. Snap, snap, snap. Here we go. This is us on the butterfly. We all hold our energy here in order to create change. Beautiful, loving change. The pearl, right? This is our past loved ones. They're always with us. Anytime you think of them, they're right beside you. And this is us. We work together. All of us. We have our halo technology lit up in order to get the downloads, the information. And we share that information because we are heart-centered, connected to source energy, and going into the golden Aurelian arc. We're turning into golden butterflies. Working with the codex. Earth, air, fire, water, ether. We are alchemists. We work also with the elements. We go from 2-strand to 12-strand and beyond. That is at a DNA level, at a soul level. This is also our room. We are protected, guided, and watched over, always in here, by those that see beyond the veil. Here's Toothless, and he watches over us. Cat did that for us. We go through this door to become the butterflies, heart-centered and solar plexus-centered. Maya did this for us. This name, Maya, has been coming up in my reality a lot lately. And this is Forest Fairy's work. The dragon, the priest, the pan, the joker, the mother goose, the XOXO, you're safe in here. The magic, the Magdalenes. Yeah, we change timelines. That is the hummingbird. We are the unicorns and the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy. This is our daily armor of God invocation, because today and every day we rise in light. And today we walk as flame. We put on the helmet of truth. Our minds are clear. We wear the breastplate of light. Our hearts are pure. We lift the shield of faith. No shadow may enter. We move mountains. And this is a big old lucky hug for everyone in here, creating and empowering yourself. We wield the sword of spirit. Our voice is power. We stand in the shoes of peace. We walk with purpose. Our grid is sealed. Our flame is online. And our codex is alive. We are the love. We are the light. We are the truth. We are. And peace, unity, respect, and love create the new earth. We found out something about this August 12th date. Earth Angel Amy Lynn had a live, and there was a tombstone with this date on it that said Mother. Mother. That'd be Mother Mary watching over all of us. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, watching over all of us. Yeah. Or even our mothers that are in heaven watching over us. Yes. You have it marked too. Something else is going to happen. Mother Gaia. Yes. Mother Gaia. Yes. I love that. Hi, Trey. Hi, beautiful. We're going to figure out. We're going to know why. August 12th. I don't know. I think that was a prerequisite of how beautiful and amazing the experience is going to be. Ah, yeah. Mother Goose. You're a goose. All right, here's our healing chain. Oh, wow. Maybe. I think big things are going to happen anyway. Here is our healing chain, and all these people have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, with light language, with Reiki, with crystal healing, or with prayer. I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people. And we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Mia Satosh Koros Priyata Makorosiata. Mia Satosh Koros Priyata Makorosiata. Mia Satosh Koros Priyata Makorosiata. Hey Betty, hi darling. I will right after snaps, darling. Just remind me. All right, beautiful. This is our dream catcher, our rainbow butterfly dream catcher that Chris made for us. Bring this with you into the astral. How do you do that? By imagining, using your imagination, putting it on your third eye. Also bring your dragon and make sure you are shielding yourself, your toroidal field. Okay? So that you're not coming back with bumps and bruises and scratches from the astral. It can happen. So don't let that happen. All right. Let's do our Aurelian arc energy work. So we're going to close our eyes if you can and picture that beautiful golden energy above all around the earth. We saw that today in the video that we had this morning, that golden energy. And this same golden energy is in your heart. So I want you to pull that energy, that beautiful golden energy from outside, because God is leaving that for us to work with, right? So we're going to pull that golden energy into our heart space, and we're going to let it sit there and grow a little bit. So then, this song just said, talk to God like he's my best friend. Yes. Push that energy down, that golden ball of energy. Push it down into your solar plexus and down, down, down into your sacral chakra. Down further into your root chakra. Keep going down, down, down into the center of the earth, into the earth star chakra. From that earth star chakra, I want you to push that golden energy into the soles of the feet of the people that are walking the earth, that are here as angels, but they forgot who they are. They forgot their missions. That is who we're touching right now. Okay? Not everybody, just them. Let's focus on that particular collective, because we made a contract, a pact with each other before we came to earth, that we would find each other, we would gather, and no angel would be left behind. And we are in endgame. So let's play it to the best of our ability. So whatever that looks like for you, use your imagination. Your imagination is a connection to your higher self. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I got goosebumps. I always get goosebumps when we do that together because it's so, so, so powerful. Emily's on the butterfly. All right. Oh, Emily on the healing chain. Yeah. Emily on the healing chain. I'm getting her right now. And I'm also going to add, I think my father's already on here somewhere. Yeah, he's on here. Okay. No matter what happens, I know God's got them. Okay. Here is our conversations with God. Conversations with God. Okay. This was written by Neil Donald Walsh. And he asked God for a conversation, and God basically gave it to him. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. How can I know this communication is from God? How do I know this is not my own imagination? Oh, shoot. I got to plug this back in, or we're going to end up being disconnected. And I don't want to get disconnected. Okay. That's better. Okay. So, you know what God says? What would be the difference? Do you not see that I could just as easily work through your imagination as anything else? I will bring you the exact right thoughts, words, or feelings at any given moment, suited precisely to the purpose at hand, using one device or several. You will know these words are from me because you, of your own accord, have never spoken so clearly. Had you always spoken so clearly on these questions, you would not be asking them. To whom does God communicate? Are there special people? Are there special times? God says all people are special and all moments are golden. There is no person and there is no time one more special than another. Many people choose to believe that God communicates in special ways and only with special people. This removes the mass of the people from responsibility for hearing my message, much less receiving it, which is another matter, and allows them to take someone else's word for everything. You don't have to listen to me, for you've already decided that others have heard from me on every subject, and you have them to listen to. By listening to what other people think they heard me say, you don't have to think at all. This is the biggest reason for most people turning from my messages on a personal level. If you acknowledge that you are receiving my messages directly, then you are responsible for interpreting them. It is far safer and much easier to accept the interpretation of others, even others who have lived 2,000 years ago. Change on the Rise was playing. I couldn't concentrate. Then seek to interpret the message you may very well be receiving in this moment now. Yet I invite you, yes, flower power. Yet I invite you to a new form of communication with God, a two-way communication. In truth, it is you who have invited me, for I have come to you in this form right now in answer to your call. Question: why do some people take Christ, for example, seem to hear more of your communication than others? Oh, why do some people, take Christ for an example, seem to hear more of your communication than others? Because some people are willing to actually listen. They are willing to hear, and they are willing to remain open to the communication, even when it seems scary or crazy or downright wrong. We should listen. So question is, we should listen to God even when what's being said seems wrong. God says, especially when it seems wrong. If you think you are right about everything, who needs to talk to God? Go ahead and act on all that you know, but notice that you've all been doing that since time began. And look at what shape the world is in. Clearly, you've missed something. Obviously, there is something you don't understand. That which you do understand must seem right to you, because right is a term you use to designate something with which you agree. What you've missed will therefore appear at first to be wrong. The only way to move forward on this is to ask yourself, what would happen if everything I thought was wrong was actually right? Every great scientist knows about this. When what a scientist does is not working, a scientist sets aside all of the assumptions and starts over. All great discoveries have been made from a willingness and ability to not be right. And that's what's needed here. You cannot know God until you've stopped telling yourself that you already know God. You cannot hear God until you stop thinking that you've already heard God. I cannot tell you my truth until you stop telling me yours. But my truth about God comes from you. And God says, who said so? Others. What others? Leaders, ministers, rabbis, priests, books, the Bible, for heaven's sake. God says those are not authoritative sources. And Neil says, they aren't. God says no. Neil says, then what is? Listen to your feelings. Listen to your highest thoughts. Listen to your experience. Whenever any one of these differ from what you've been told by your teachers or read in books, forget the words. Words are the least reliable purveyor of truth. Neil says, there's so much I want to say to you, so much I want to ask. I don't know where to begin. For instance, why is it that you do not reveal yourself? If there really is a God and you are it, why do you not reveal yourself in a way we can all understand? God says, I have done so over and over. I am doing so again right now. Neil says, no, I mean by a method of revelation that is incontrovertible, that cannot be denied. God says, such as, Neil says, such as appearing right now before my eyes. God says, I am doing so right now. Neil says, where? God says, everywhere you look. Neil says, no, I mean in an incontrovertible way, in a way no man could deny. God says, what way would that be? In what form or shape would you have me appear? Oh my goodness. Wow. And Neil says, in the form or shape that you actually have. We were just talking about this yesterday. Holy cow. Remember that, Val? We were talking about it, and I said the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh my goodness. Because that's how Satan appeared in the Ghostbusters, or whatever, a demon or devil, whatever you want to call it. All right. In the form or shape that you actually have. He says that would be impossible. God says that would be impossible. For I have no form or shape you understand. I could adopt a form or shape that you could understand, but then everyone would assume that what they have seen is the one and only form and shape of God, rather than a form or shape of God, one of many. People believe I am what they see me as, rather than what they do not see. Oh, wow. That's wild, Tammy Lou. But I am the great unseen, not what I cause myself to be in any particular moment. In a sense, I am what I am not. It is from the am notness that I come, and to it I always return. Yet when I come in one particular form or another, a form in which I think people can understand me, people assign me that form forevermore. And should I come in any other form to any other people, the first say, I did not appear to the second, because I did not look to the second as I did to the first, nor say the same things. So how could it have been me? You see, then it matters not in what form or in what manner I reveal myself. Whatever manner I choose and whatever form I take, none will be incontrovertible. Neil says, but if you did something that would evidence the truth of who you are beyond doubt or question, God says there are still those who would say it is of the devil, or simply someone's imagination, or any cause other than me. If I revealed myself as God Almighty, King of heaven and earth, and moved mountains to prove it, there are those who would say it must have been Satan. And such is as it should be, for God does not reveal God's self to God's self from or through outward observation, but through inward experience. And when inward experience has revealed God's self, outward observation is not necessary. And if outward observation is necessary, inward experience is not possible. If then revelation is requested, it cannot be had. For the act of asking is a statement that is not there, that nothing of God is now being revealed. Such a statement produces the experience. For your thought about something is creative, and your word is productive. And your thought and your word together are magnificently effective in giving birth to your reality. Wow. Yeah. Therefore, shall you experience that God is not now revealed, for if God were, you would not ask God to be. Neil says, does that mean I cannot ask for anything I want? Are you saying that praying for something actually pushes it away from us? God says, this is a question which has been asked through the ages and has been answered whenever it has been asked. Yet you have not heard the answer or will not believe it. The question is answered again in today's terms and today's language. Thusly, you will not have that for which you ask, nor can you have anything you want. This is because your very request is a statement of lack. And you're saying you want a thing only works to produce that precise experience, wanting in your reality. The correct prayer is therefore never a prayer of supplication, but a prayer of gratitude. Yes, look at that. As Myra says, I am greatly grateful for all that I am. Yes. When you thank God in advance for that which you choose to experience in your reality, you in effect acknowledge that it is there. In effect, thankfulness is thus the most powerful statement to God, an affirmation that even before you ask, I have answered. Therefore, never supplicate, appreciate. Yeah. And Neil says, but what if I am grateful to God in advance for something and it never shows up? That could lead to disillusionment and bitterness. God says, gratitude cannot be used as a tool with which to manipulate God, a device with which to fool the universe. You cannot lie to yourself. Just like you cannot escape yourself. You cannot lie to yourself. Your mind knows the truth of your thoughts. If you are saying, thank you, God, for such and such, all the while being very clear that it isn't there in your present reality, you can't expect God to be less clear than you and so produce it for you. God knows what you know, and what you know is what appears as your reality. Yes, flower power. Every little cell of my body is happy. Every little cell of my body is well. That's right. But how then can I truly be grateful for something I know is not there? What do you think the answer to that is? Faith. Yeah. God says faith. If you have but the faith of a mustard seed, you shall move mountains. Wow, do we talk about that in here, right? You come to know it is there because I said it is there. Because I said that even before you ask, I shall have answered. Because I said and have said to you in every conceivable way, through every teacher you can name, that whatsoever you shall choose, choosing it in my name, so shall it be. Mm-hmm. And Neil says, yet so many people say that their prayers have gone unanswered. And I was just thinking of a song popped in my head, Unanswered Prayers. Do you guys know that song? Have you heard that song? Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered. Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Yep. That's truth. It's truth. God says, no prayer, and a prayer is nothing more than a fervent statement of what is so, goes unanswered. That's the truth. It doesn't go unanswered. Every prayer, every thought, every statement, every feeling is creative. To the degree that it is fervently held as truth, to that degree will it be made manifest in your experience. When it is said that a prayer has not been answered, what has in actuality happened is that the most fervently held thought, word, or feeling has become operative. Yet what you must know, and here's a secret, is that always it is the thought behind the thought, what might be called the sponsoring thought, that is the controlling thought. If therefore you beg and supplicate, there seems a much smaller chance that you will experience what you think you are choosing, because the sponsoring thought behind every supplication is that you do not have now what you wish. That sponsoring thought becomes your reality. The only sponsoring thought which could override this thought is the thought held in faith that God will grant whatever is asked without fail. Some people have such faith, but very few. The process of prayer becomes much easier when, rather than having to believe that God will always say yes to every request, one understands intuitively that the request itself is not necessary. Then the prayer is a prayer of thanksgiving. It is not a request at all, but a statement of gratitude for what is so. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to stop there because that's powerful, and we'll stop there for the day. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand how powerful faith is. Why do I say it so often? Faith of a mustard seed, just that little bit of faith, that little bit of knowing. We are beyond belief now, guys. We are beyond believing. We are at the knowing stage. Yeah, silence. The sound of silence. Yeah. All right. Is there anyone that would like to come up and share? So now it's box time. It's share time. If anyone would like to come up and share something you learned today, a feeling that you're having, how your weekend went, experience that you've had, anything you want to share. It is that time. If someone would like to come up. Would anyone like to come up? Shelter drama. Have an awesome day, Paradise. Love you, darling. All right, Tammy B. I think I'm going to add that song.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Making sure, because you can always hear me on these headphones. We'll get somewhere where I can be quiet. Oh, that's great. Because pretty much everybody in there knows that I'm not home right now. Pretty much. I'm in a shelter, crisis shelter.
Oh, wow.
And I just wanted to bring a little information to you guys. You know, there are two types of people I think that come to these shelters, and one type is going to be the ones who really need the help. The other ones are the ones who are just along for the free ride. They may actually be the problem. You just can't never tell, you know. We had an incident here. I'm not going to name any names like that, but this person left today and has publicly discussed every woman's personal drama in here on her Facebook.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and when I first got here on Friday, when I was so upset, this is the person who opened up to me, got me a blanket, gave me a couple things to wear, because I was in a tank dress when I came. I wasn't really prepared for the fact that they keep it colder than the Arctic here. But so, yeah, but it seems like everybody in here had an altercation with this poor child, and I'm just hoping that maybe in your thoughts and prayers tonight, you guys could send her maybe some peaceful vibes and help her in her journey, because I know she's awake. I just feel like her trauma has caused her to have a delusional perception of what it may be like to be a child of God. Because you see no gratitude, no chores done, leaving dirty dishes, claiming it's a resort because she had to live in the woods, and it's just delusional type information. And I think she's got a good heart. It's just she's got a lot of things that she needs to work through on her own journey. So I'm just trying to send her some good vibes out. She's been gone since about 10 o'clock. We've got a lot of people in here that have really been hurt. And we've got a couple of victims here that have gone multiple states over to get away from being pursued. So if we could just try and protect them, you know, I'm not in that kind of danger, I don't believe, but some of these girls are, and there was children involved, and children have been out there on Facebook, and it's very devastating to see that happen, because everybody in here was kind to her, but they also had altercations with her, you know. She thinks she's she may be a journalist and felt like she was breaking open some grand story, but she pretty much cracked a bunch of eggs in here and hurt a bunch of people. So, yeah. So there's that. You know, sometimes you gotta be real careful and discerning of people trying to take advantage of your time and effort. And I don't know if maybe she's flown under the radar and she could be a wolf in sheep's clothing, but I don't know with that one. I just feel like she's just been damaged a little bit too much at this point and needs to have her eyes open to a few more things before she claims God's grace. The rest of us seem to be pretty grateful about the place. They pick up after themselves, and you know, I scrubbed the kitchen down one night because I couldn't sleep. You know, nobody told me to do that. It's just I'm just grateful to have a roof over my head, not be on the street. You know, so I'm not asking nobody for any accolades or sympathy. No one knows I did it. It's just one lady needed a buggy at Walmart. We'll help the lady. She's going to be slow. She's not going to get her things done. So really be a gift and a blessing to somebody else and not just say you are. There's a big difference between actually being or accepting a chosen position and then going around bragging to everybody that you're one of God's chosen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the chosen word is actually kind of it leaves a bitter taste in my mouth anymore because it's like we all know everyone's chosen.
That's right.
It's free will. You choose.
You choose. That's right.
You chose it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not that you were any special thing to God above anybody else. You chose to do what you do.
That's right.
You chose to be who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you're called a chosen. And it's not because God chose you above all else. Like, yeah, it's crazy. So that's what I had to say. And I'm just grateful for being able to get up and have coffee with Kramer and conversations with new people. And I've met some really fabulous people. So it's been really
You're
great.
there for a reason, darling. You sure are.
I know. I keep saying, well, you got to go through it in order to
That's
help
right.
anybody else. And
That's right.
I really feel that. And I don't think that I actually consciously chose to get involved with a jerk, but
Mm-hmm.
somehow along the way through all of this, and I have actually used tools here that I have picked up along the way in the past 4 years in my own situation to actually deal with some of these people, and the one that's gone, especially because I put it in chat a while ago. I really am learning that sometimes silence is the best way. It really is. I'm not I don't really deal with altercations. I'm trying not to be the provoker. And I would hate to think that I was in any situation here, but God's kids are not supposed to be run over either. So it's okay to stand up for yourself as long as you're kind about it in some way, shape, or form. And enough of us in here have just had enough of the mistreatment. So when you've got someone going around shouting and mistreating others, but claiming they're the mistreated, the problem. And I think the shelter finally realized that. So, yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. We can't really talk about it in here. It's all, of course, private and no names, of course, and all that. So, I hope she sees the error in her ways in the future, and I'm just going to release it all here and just next. You know, my next challenge is going to be walking in the door any day, and I don't mean as a person, but I just in my front door, whether it be a job or whatever. So, yeah, that's it. I just want to share with you guys.
Thanks, Tammy.
I want to see Trey's garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll start with my flower beds. These are all coming up. I wish they were, but wait till you see this. It is phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
That looks great.
All right, guys, look at this. I'm building a little fairy garden throughout this one, too.
Uh-huh.
Is that lemongrass in the middle?
Yes.
Lemongrass? Oh, beautiful. Oh, your hostas are so big.
I just replanted this, transplanted zucchini. Let's pray, guys. Look at my veggie garden. It's phenomenal.
Oh, they're so pretty.
So I grew it all from seeds.
Good job, girl.
Tomatoes. Then this is different. They're all different types of tomatoes and basil, broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots are going to be coming up in here. There's one coming up.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
Lettuce, arugula, like peppers. Yeah,
nice.
look at this bad boy. Yeah,
That's
I'm just
so freaking
loving it. Yeah, can you believe that already? Like, I'm from Canada. This is like phenomenal for this time of year.
I think I was here the last time you came out and showed about 2 or 3 weeks ago too. So, and they have really come a long way.
Yeah. I'm pretty proud of it. Working so hard on these gardens.
What's that
I'm
plant
getting
in
my
the middle
nose.
right there?
Right there?
Yeah, that one. To the right.
That's
behind it. What's behind it?
Behind it, these are irises. They grow these big, beautiful blue flowers. And then I had not daffodils. Daffodils right here. Yeah. They just finished blooming. They were all yellow. Like, I have different stuff up different times of the season. Like, so early spring all along here, I cut them down. But I get all those spring flowers. Yeah. All different ones that come along here. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, my phone's gonna die.
Oh no.
Mine's going there too. Love you, Trey.
I know I got enough interesting information for another 21 minutes, but I just wanted to make mention of it. I was just bored. You came here to think that everybody's. I don't know. I guess I have preconceived notions.
Well, I'm proud of you for walking away from a situation like that. I know it's not easy. And, you broke a loop by doing that. And only good things to come, Tammy B. Only good things to come for you.
Listen, I know the average number of times through the situation that I was in like that is 7. And I'm only 4. So I'm going to try to be extraordinary and not go nothing. But let's be honest, I'm human. And he has my animals. That's the only draw. So I'm working very hard to try to get them out of there. And since I've told him I wasn't coming back, all my things have been totally back out instead. So I got to remember to get out of there so he doesn't break. Yeah, people can be mean.
Yeah.
This to be true. It's okay. Somebody else get up here and say something. Get me off this.
Anyone else want to come up? We got a few more minutes till 11:11.
Dad's got a pretty garden. Where's Sylvia? She never comes up.
Touching your
Here she is.
Look at that. Speak of her, and there she goes.
It was a good class, but because of some of their drama happening around here, I didn't get to hear a lot of it. I actually looked at my phone and I got the internet booted me out. I'm on just internet right now.
Oh, it's all on.
Great. Always on point.
It's all on YouTube if you want to listen to it later.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Jules.
Yeah, there's a ton of them out there. There's a ton of work phones out there.
Hey, Jules.
Hey, beauties. I just wanted to wrap you in the biggest hugs. So emotional. I mean, I get it, honey, and I'm so proud of you. I didn't know, and I don't know what you're going through, but I'm so proud of you to choose you. And I know that it sounds so hard, but when your soul cries out the way that you just did with all of us, the right tools will come. And they just will. I can give you a little story about my particular situation. We were displaced for 3 years. In and out of friends, Airbnbs. I have a trailer, all the things. One of the coolest things is, as the time progressed and I had less funds available, I had a friend that rented me a double wide for very cheap. And then I ended up going to a campground, which for like $200, I was able to do like a year situation and live at an actual lake. But the real thing I wanted to say is, in my goings on and in the people and the friendships that you meet as you're in this situation, one of my takes back from being in that situation was exactly that. There are so many beautiful humans in the same situation for so many different reasons that we could never expect, right? We were living in a hotel one time and I met this nurse She had traveled and changed her nursing degree to a different state to go live with her daughter. It didn't work out, came back, and she was living in the hotel because she couldn't get her qualifications back. So many different reasons. And I'm living in the apartment I'm living in right now because of one of those beautiful connections. I met that beautiful human. We became friends. I started cleaning for a friend of hers is who was the connection that got me in here. So always know that beautiful divine synchronicity is coming your way and doing beautiful things that you're doing right now. Like, yeah, I can't sleep. I'm going to go clean this beautiful kitchen. I can't sleep. I'm going to go clean the backyard, and being so grateful. And I heard it in your tone. And I think that's what made me so emotional, because I'm just so proud of the disposition and perspective that you are outwardly expressing in your situation.
There's real people like me out there besides me, because for the longest time I felt like you're just too squishy inside. You're too emotional. You need to be like, and no, I don't. Thank God for TikTok and realizing that there are other people out there who really want to see other people succeed, and they're not just doing it for the transactional value of it.
Absolutely.
Because those relationships are not the relationships that we should be having. You shouldn't care for somebody else because of what you can get out of it. It's so wrong in my book. I don't understand it. I have never understood it. There's so many people out there that think that that's all you can do.
That's not how we're wired. And to stay in the presence of gratitude, I truly believe it brings you so much more of that energy to be grateful for. And
I've been so happy here. And that's a bad thing to say. I think.
No, it isn't.
No. It's a transactional situation, or transitional situation, but the children that are here have such good moms. They're such good kids. I've not met a million yet. You know what I mean? I mean, their kids do, and they get loud, but their moms are phenomenal people. And for the most part, it's opposite of what I see outside. Usually there's 1% good people out there. In here, I'm going to say there's 80 at least. We're all kind of tucked together because of making wrong choices, listening to the wrong people, not believing in ourselves and hearing our own voice. And that's exactly why we're here. And the longer I stay away from my situation, the more I see how topsy-turvy it was, and how was I able to, and I don't want to say dumb myself down, but minimize myself to the point where it just didn't matter if I was sad that day. And it really matters to me now, and I don't see how I could today, at this moment, I don't see how I could go back.
Dance party status.
Right.
Dance party status. Yeah, baby. I love that. No more days up there. None. Zero.
I know I keep getting these messages in my mind. I got treasures in store. I know I do. There's going to be hard times, but there's also going to be good times. And in the situation I was in, I don't know how many good times I would have gotten. It was minimal, that's for sure. But I think as long as I keep coming out here and trying to bless myself and bless other people and just observe what's going on instead of projecting my own opinion into what they need to do, which, I've been guilty of that before, judgmental of someone that would go back to someone in the situation that I'm in, and I don't understand whether or not stronger. Well, I always considered myself to be very strong, and it has nothing to do with your inner strength. It has to do with what voices you're listening to. And if you're not listening to your own voice, you're not doing it right. I was told on the second week that I needed to learn. My mind kept saying, you need to pay attention to that. You need to maybe go ahead and get on out with it. That was 4 years ago. And I squelched that thinking, love's going to save it. Time won't go long. And then I learned over the past 2 years that's nothing but a smoke. That is nothing but a sugar-coated message that's probably being projected throughout this world to keep us sedated.
Honored
Betsy. In the
Betsy.
same situation that we're in. So be careful, guys, at how much time you give anybody else to be what you want them to be, because your own time is ticking.
Mm-hmm.
You all have missions, you know this. And you can't fly if you've got a big cement bag on your butt. So.
That's right.
And I finally put that bag down. You see, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'll never, because I've seen it happen before, and I've done it. I did. One other time before I got in the group, I was gone for 90 days. And it was just all over TikTok and having a great time. And my sister and I got into it, and I felt like I wanted my relationship with her more so than I needed that to be over. So I went back. And, not involving her this time, doing it on my own. If the mission fails this time, I only have myself to blame. I've got it, I do believe. I've just got to keep my heart covered, because after what happened today, or this week with that one person, I know that these are all damaged people, just like me. We're all going to mess up, and I'll probably get my feelings hurt here a couple of times because I'm that sensitive. So I just learning to be silent has been one of my hardest. I'm mouthing back. And I've been very successful here with that, because none of them, they all pale in comparison to what I was home with. It's been very easy here.
What if a marginal gain unlocked greater performance?
Anybody else?
What if an insight in data?
Anybody?
No, just have to say I'm proud of you, and only good things in your future, Tammy B. And you're there for a reason. You are going to be a rock for those women there. Your words, your guidance, your wisdom will touch so many hearts while you're there. Everything happens for a reason.
Be awake if you're awake,
Mm-hmm.
Be happy here. I've been dancing with the babies and singing. And
Aw.
they just look at me like, aren't we miserable? Well, yeah, but we don't always have to act miserable. There's pieces of you that may be, but your entire being is a miserable.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't act on what feels good, you can't really survive.
Take your music with you everywhere.
It's fun playing with kids. I miss having little ones around.
Download required.
They've reminded me to be lighthearted.
And get
So
2
here's
months
that.
for $6.99. Tap the banner to learn more.
Not everybody gets my humor, but
Well, I was going to remind us of, that beautiful picture and analogy of the one little light in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And as they're going, it just spreads and spreads and spreads. Staying at our 5 vibers up. That's just how it works. Literal physics.
And it's like that little light of mine all in the Sunday school, so I remember that. And the longer that you are able to keep it lit, the more I hear anyway. I'll be standing at the sink and going through my mind. Should I open my mouth? Should I say something? And I'll hear just sit back. Just listen and observe. And I've gotten more and more of those messages. Things are working out better when I do that than they do when I insert my opinion, that's for sure. Because not everybody needs it or deserves it. I mean that good and bad. I don't ever want to insult you. Let me ask you guys, the definition of nonverbal, that means you don't talk, right?
Yes.
Nonverbal communication is
Yeah.
when you speak.
Yep.
So I was the person that kind of speaking out that's actually heard everyone here is claiming to be nonverbal very loudly.
Well,
Yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute.
that's an impossibility if they're speaking words.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I thought somebody with a nonverbal child's going to be offended by that one.
Yeah.
maybe grunting, sounds, expression.
Yeah.
Physical vocabulary
Right.
could be a term for conception of that. That's the thing about our language, right?
Yeah.
It just means so many things. My son, he didn't speak until he was almost 4.5.
Same with Brandon.
It was to give him the vocabulary, and then as soon as I started enunciating absolutely everything we were doing, but he communicated fine. He got his brother or us to do exactly what he wanted to right away because he knew our cue or Gus with grunts or pointing or eye communication.
Yeah.
Once I changed that dynamic with him and took speech therapy, taught me that I needed to give him that vocabulary. And then as soon as I did it, he spoke within like 3 to 4 days.
Yeah. Same with Brandon. He was nonverbal till about 3-4 years old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It checks out.
Yeah. All he did was grunt and he always got through to us, but he didn't speak in sentences or didn't. No.
He didn't have to. He
no
just
words.
did what he wanted.
Exactly. Yeah, and he went to a therapist. Same thing, speech therapy. Yep.
Yeah. I actually got this shirt from the lady that I was talking about earlier who helped me get this apartment, and I cut it so it's all my stuff, lots of stuff from her. I love you guys. My client's going to pick me up in 10 minutes.
Yay.
Day on purpose. I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Mwah.
So I got a quick little kind of almost funny story. Hi there. I could tell. I actually stopped the page a lot of times it disconnects. But so when I first got here, like I said, I didn't pick a bunch of stuff. They have, of course, donations, and I was going through them looking for some things I could wear. And I lost more weight and from everything, and I couldn't find a pair of pants to fit me. Everything was medium to large and bigger. So I didn't worry about it. But there was going inside a couple of days later. Going inside the building, I noticed there was a suitcase in the dumpster that looked nice. And they throw away a lot of very useful things around here. A lot, because they have so much to give out. So I asked if I could have the suitcase. And they said, yeah. Well, when I went and grabbed it, there was a bunch of clothes in a suitcase. And they were all my size.
Wow.
And there were a lot of pants. Then I kind of was looking around, and there were white storage boxes closed and taped up, and you could see the clothes just sticking out of them. So I proceeded out of this dumpster at this new facility I'm at to dumpster dive. I gathered out of about 6 to 8 different boxes, 4 boxes of items. Brand new throw rugs, brand new towels, outfits. It looked like maybe someone's aunt or something may have passed away, or grandmother. They just donated everything. There were shoes, Agnew purses, leather purses of all kinds.
Wow.
So I gathered about 4 boxes out of there. And when I'm I didn't go into the dumpster. I didn't jump in the dumpster like I would have. But I did get these boxes out. The director comes by and she's like, what are you doing? Well, they didn't have anything my size over at the other gym, so I'm finding things. So anyway, I saved the landfill about 4 boxes worth of nice office wear clothes. When I get a job, they're going to come in handy because I have nothing here.
Nice.
But I do now, so I think that's amazing. It all came out of there. Yeah, that's my rocking chair. I'm sorry. I didn't even think about that. Sorry, Betty. That was me rocking on the porch. Rocking out.
September. Well, that's an awesome story, Tammy. And that just goes to show, that was a manifestation that you made happen.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exact sheets. I've got sheets, white sets of sheets now. Incredible amounts of things. I had no socks. Now I have a bunch of socks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I was like, look, every item in here I can use. Of course, not everything in the dumpster. The shoes are too small, but the shirts, I'm actually wearing an outfit right now that I got out. I'm very unpresentable, but my clothes are not.
Amazing. Mm-hmm.
See, about 2 minutes. See my little sweater.
That's an answered prayer. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And my cute little pants.
Yep.
So, Yeah. And she was like, why are you in the dumpster? You know, all that stuff had cat hair on it. I washed everything, of course, right?
Right.
But there wasn't cat hair or anything that I got out. Maybe some of the coats and things that they were talking about, but not anything I took. But I was so happy. I even found a couple of pairs of boots for some of the other girls. I'm going around going, what size fit do you have? What size fit do you have? And then I'm going up there dragging all this stuff out. And they're like, whatever, this lady's crazy. But it's okay.
That's right.
One more minute.
Yeah.
This level, I can't really show you guys around, but I'm going to turn the camera back off. Since I'm not supposed to have it on here. But yeah, it's a nice place. It's very nice.
Strawberry wine's playing, and I have strawberries on my fingers. Just saying. On my fingernails. Yep.
I'll tell you this week, time is so slow right now. It's crazy.
I do love something. Bell's coming up. All right, it's 11:11.
11,
I'm so proud of you, Tammy.
It is.
I love you very much.
I'm going to jump down because I can't figure all this stuff out. Love everybody.
You can't what? Are you jumping down because I came up?
No, I'm jumping down.
No,
But
doubt it.
yeah, I think she was starting to cry.
No.
Because her face up there. I love you, sister. I feel your energy.
Yeah. You too, Teresa.
Lay to bled, I hear you die.
There she is. Divine Sophia.
Divine Sophia.
Writing her story. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
Love you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste. My soul knows your soul. Mwah. Big hugs and kisses.
It's thundering when you said namaste. It's still thundering. Oh my gosh, I love you.
Love you too. All right, come on. Let's go. Everybody out. Come on, everybody out. Come on. A mess again.